I have no idea. I turned the whole video off, you guys. But choosing yourself here as of late has been a very big thing collective for you. And I feel like you had a lot of growing up to do, a lot of, standing on your own, finding your own footing and putting one foot in front of the next and making sure that the choices that you are making are definitely valid and they are for you. And I think you had a lot of people interested in letting you know that you shouldn't do certain things because they didn't do certain things. And I was watching a video earlier that really kind of coincides with this reading. Um, it was I think her name is Jasmine, and it was her spirituality versus 20 Christians. And I think in that very moment, as I tried to watch it, I tried to detain myself. But I think what happens with Christians is they don't really give you an opportunity to have they lack the ability to realize that they're like a force to be reckoned with. Like, it's my way or the highway. It's this or the devil. It's this or hell. And I think our spirituality for spiritualists out there, I think that what happens with that is the way I see it is Christians fear spirituality because they can't control it. They can't control spiritualists. They can't control us. They can't, they don't see what it is and then they demonize it because they fear it and they can't control it. And yes, it's whimsical. And yes, it's lavender. And yes, it's crystals. And yes, it's all these things. But for me, it's the imagination. Imagine a world where you don't have to be forced to choose. You have free will. I don't think Christians give free will. It's like this: believe in our God and our Bible, or you're going to hell. Yeah, I won't be joining them there. But that's a lot about what this reading is about because I feel like your voice is finally telling you, you chose the right path for you. However, you have to know when to, stand up and have a good debate or even a difference in opinion with people because there's going to be a lot of people out there that's going to definitely try to test your spirituality, your patience. They want to see if it's any different than the thing that they hold so dearly. And I think that a lot of the times people get it confused. And I thought if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I'm okay with a lot of different criticisms. But in this specific reading, I was seeing a lot about, I just feel like spiritual people are so free and they're at peace with their decisions, they're at peace with their choices, and we see things that I don't think other people see. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people put us in a particular class of indifferences because either they don't have the gifts activated truly to see or the knowledge to really understand, or they just depict whatever was written about this specific thing from past, books and things like that. I think I heard someone say something about divination and conjuring and all these different types of things that, were very much so fear based. One second, someone's knocking. Okay. I have no idea where I left off at, but I'm going to say this. I know that whoever you are, collective, you're currently just, finally taking a stand for what you believe in. You're taking a stand, you're taking action, you're bringing, a lot of things together, and you're kind of seeing the patterns of the world and how it works. If you don't do it this way, their way is what I'm hearing. If you don't do it their way, the world's way, then you're not doing it right. And I think that I've never even realized how much that stands true, with Christianity. It's their way or the highway. And for me as a comedian, I do other things outside of this. As a comedian, I always say that good Christians do bad shit. And that's what makes you worldly. Duality to me is almost like yin and yang. So you have to have a certain amount of balance on both because it's equilibrium. You know what I'm saying? Yin and yang, where you have to balance that thing out. There is evils in the world and there's evil in people. Yet there's good people out there that really are good, but they do bad shit. So the world is not totally balanced. In fact, it's so low vibrational here. It's a lot going on with all of that. And that's what's really in this reading. I feel like you're very uninterested in returning to any type of religious factors right now because you have delved deep into your spirituality. And whoever you are, collective, that I'm speaking to, there is different type of practices that are out there, and we do realize that, but not everyone is the same. I'm talking to light beings. I'm talking to healers. I'm talking to those who truly come to open up your eyes to a whole new world. And I feel like there's a difference, and there is, because I've been on both sides of the spectrum. One was forced upon me, one I actually sought out, and I love it. So like I said, it's very much whimsical. There's this energy about you, and I feel like people perceive you differently because they don't understand. And even if you could explain it to them, they still wouldn't understand or understand because they're choosing not to. They're choosing to hear whatever it is that they've already been taught. And a lot of people are definitely more programmed than we realize. You're not. I think you unpacked a lot of things about the two different things in your religious and your spirituality life. I think as a young person, you always were determined to see why it is that certain things didn't interact well with you or agreed well upon you, or why you weren't so accepting of things. I think you had a very strong-willed mind. I think you practiced spirituality even when you were young, and I think you knew something about that. And I feel like I'm supposed to say it, your ancestors, your loved ones, your spirit guides are in the room. Again, got me saying it backwards because I used to say your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your loved ones are in the room. And yes, we're definitely going with the most highest God today. And we do know that there's more than one God, and we do know that there's feminine and masculine energies in both. So, okay, yeah, now I gotta scratch myself. Anyway, I feel like you've really been consistently staying in what I call a spiritual realm. I think your mind is very much so fixated on seeing the unseen thing and hearing the unheard conversations. That whole, or you're hearing the unheard conversations and you're seeing the things that others cannot see. So your reality is changing and is vastly changing, and it's different than anyone else's perspective, and your perception is way deeper than any other person's perception. And yes, whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like you know this. There's this inner knowing where it's so powerful, where you know that there's more than just humans on or in this world, and that you can connect with all different types of I'm going to say spirits, and then I'm also going to say just with being a psychic medium, because I feel like those are some of your gifts with that mediumship, okay. I feel like there's a lot coming through for you right now. I feel like you're having a lot more of a visual and a very, interaction with your spirit guides and your loved ones on the other side. And I feel like there's a lot of things about to take place for you. I feel like there's an uprising for you. You're coming up on something, and there's going to be a visual congratulatory moment for you. And I feel like you're going to experience something that's so powerful that even if you just manifested it, I think someone manifested it in for you. I think your spirit guides gave this thing to you because for whatever is going on with you, you can see things now. You can see them visually. So Yeah, I think you're not wrestling spiritually no more. I don't think you're having a battle of, the gifts anymore, where you're not able to see. I think you could see things very clearly now, and I think you could see them in like a Picasso type of way, where your visions are very clear, your messages are very clear, and everything, you have clarity now, and it's giving you this most awesome type of I don't know, desires, realms. Something is coming through. It's like a portal of different informations, timelines, a historical presence, a historical. Okay, so probably Akashic record information is being released through you and into you and your inner knowing, and you're just trying to unpack all of these things so that you're able to share this information as your guides give you opportunities to do so. And then you just have a lot of people around you, and I'm going to call these people Christians because they're the ones who thinking, they're fear-based, uh, intentional fear base that they're bringing up against you is very much a karmic experience, and it's opening up an existing realm inside of you, and it's causing I want to say a collision, if you will, a collision. And I think you're going to be very divisive, and I think you're going to have a lot of information that you didn't even think you held yourself to spew out. I think you're going to dispute a lot of things, and it's going to bring up a lot of emotions in people, because I think as a guide, you're going to read them publicly the right way, and it's going to be a very spiritual awakening inside of some of these people, because I'm seeing something like a drawing, and I'm seeing like, it's like you're going to, it's like you're depicting them, you're drawing them out, you're writing their story, you're reading their story, you're giving them their lifeline, you're giving them you're reading them one by one. And I think it's going to maybe shatter or destroy what they believed religiously. I think it's going to be mind changing, mind blowing, and I think it's going to be devastating for a lot of people. For others, I think it's going to create collaborations. I believe it's going to bring in a lot more people to the spirituality side. I believe that this is going to be, it's going to cause some type of, I'm seeing it and I don't know what the word of it is for it. I can't, it's like, ooh, let me wait. I don't know, but quantum leap is what I heard. So, quantum leap, yeah. And it's going to bring you, this is whoever you are, you're going to have to travel. You're going to be traveling. Because I see the offer deal on a card, so it's going to create a platform of spiritualists. Oh, that's the gathering. It's going to create a platform for spiritualists. And you guys are all going to come together, and you're going to open up the minds of others. And I think for most of you, it may seem, I think that they think that you're an illusionist, or they're going to think that you're an illusionist, because you're going to create, you're going to have all this information about these folks that you've never met. And yeah, because they're questioning everything that you do, your tools, they're questioning everything that you do, but they're not going to question you after this. Like a God sent gene. You got the God sent gene, you got the God sent, you got the information. This is going to cause a plethora of concern about how much you know. I think people are going to be confused. It's going to cause some type of confusion, but it's going to give you recognition, collective. It's going to give you recognition, because that thing that you're going to speak of is going to hold true. 111, as I'm seeing this on the clock. Listen, this is a game changer. And I think it's going to give you instant gratification. And I think it's going to definitely open up the minds and the lives and the hearts of other people. I think you've made non believers into believers. That's what I'm hearing. You're making non believers into believers. They're going to see something that did. I mean, I don't know how you're going to do this. I just feel like you read the room, or you read everyone in the room. You changed their perspective and you took them all down one by one. Like, that's the type of visual you have. And I feel like it's going to bring about a very interesting balance. And it's definitely going, like I said, I feel like it's going to give you some type of justice, because you're justified in your spirituality. And I feel like the Most High and your loved ones on the other side are definitely making it so that, I heard legal binding, so that anything that you do is going to be legally binding, and people are going to have to give you your flowers. That other chart that was down here, you're gonna have a lot of people wanting to kiss it, who want to kiss your butt, and you're gonna have a lot of people probably out there trying to threaten you too, because they fear your knowledge, they fear what you know, they fear, people get very, inner. They start having a lot of, whew, how do you say it? I don't know, obsessive demeanors. People get scared when you know something that they don't know, and I think that's what it is. And I feel like this is going to bring about a celebration, and it's also going to bring about a solution. I think this is an unwavering situation, and it's definitely going to make you some type of star, and it's definitely going to give you, like I said again, people are going to have to listen to you on a full scale, and they're going to believe you because you just showed them something that they couldn't believe could ever happen. And I feel like you have a lot of information coming in, you got offers coming in. I feel like whoever you are a public, you know pu- publicity. You're going to be getting a lot of publicity. So yeah, throat chakra energy going on like there. I seen a flash of a stage, some type of platform. You got the wheels of fortune, and I feel like you got a lot of options, offers coming out. You got lots and lots of offers coming out, and I believe all of these offers are going to throw you into a plethora of success. Yeah, you're leaving. You're definitely leading. You're leading the pack with the pack. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling like a whole bunch of people coming together. You know what I'm saying? Whoever this is, you guys are great manifestors, and this is y'all's desires and tools to expand on spirituality and to teach it to abroad. That's what it's saying, abroad. Because I'm like, what? Yeah, that's what that meant. All right, a collaboration that's going to happen abroad and yet worldly in different places. That's why travel was coming up. Location, location, location. And yeah, whoever you are, your gifts are so, so heavily activated. Like, your gifts are currently bringing in lots of resources, offers, money, and I feel like you're going to be at a location. Like, you guys are going to have a real live platform. It's media, it's a real platform, and it's going to get a lot of views, and it's going to revenue and a lot of resources, because the topics that you all will be um, speaking on is going to cause a lot of diversity in people, and it's going to, like I said, for some they're going to be, just know, whatever this is, this platform is going to bring about a lot of attention and speculation, and I feel like this is going to transition you into that role, that leadership role, that new life, that new timeline, that new opening, like portal. I keep saying it, quantum leap. You quantum leap right into the lifestyle that you've been wanting to lead. You're going to do exactly what it is that you've been wanting to do, that you've been desiring to do, and this is it. This is it. This is your opportunity. This is your life. This is your new life. Like a lot is about to change for you. Locations changing, houses, vehicles, how you live. I feel like you have security around you now. I feel like there's a lot of abundance around you now. I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, collective. I am Butterfly Goddess, your spiritual guidance messenger. Hey, you guys, make sure y'all hype my videos, like my videos, share my videos, comment, please. I do comment back. All right, you guys have a good night. I love y'all, and I return your energy to you.